Hey Scott, hey everyone else, welcome back to Full Running Shoes. So yeah, it was an okay week. I did 2 5 kilometer runs, and yeah, still had a little bit of injury that I could notice in my legs, nothing bad. And I think even next week I'm happy to amp up my training again, not to what I used to be doing, but at least somewhere just below it. So maybe 30 kilometers I'd hope to run. But yeah, still hopefully just ease into it a bit, taking it easy. But yeah, since Scott and I are both dealing with injuries, and I guess now we're kind of on the recovery side of the injury, I thought it could be good to actually go back to one of my old videos about preventing injury, and yeah, just watch it, see if I'm taking my own advice, remind myself of some of the things that I would recommend to myself to do, and then yeah, I'll think about what I'll implement. So I'll get to it. So the main thing, and Scott's already mentioned this in one of his videos, is to not do too much too quickly, to have patience in running. Increasing mileage slowly week after week. When I first started, and Scott doing this currently, is increasing by about 10% per week. That's a good rule of thumb. Yeah, so as far as increasing mileage slowly, that's a really good rule of thumb, 10% a week. Yeah, I have been pretty much sticking to that over the last few months. I think I was pretty much just increasing by 5 kilometers a week, which is more than 10% when you're running 20 Ks a week. But it was manageable. I always feel like I have a decent base of mileage behind me. So yeah, I'm happy to increase a bit more. And especially going in the weeks ahead, I don't feel bad about increasing to 30 kilometers a week, because ultimately a couple of weeks ago, I was running 60 Ks plus per week, and my body's really used to that. So it won't take long for me to readapt to that. But yeah, I'll obviously have to make sure that I'm not overdoing it. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind. But some other things that I've been trying to work in is obviously maintaining good warm up and cool down. It can be so easy to just get up and go for a run quickly and come back. Yep. So yeah, I'm guilty of not doing much warm up, cool down work. I generally do a couple of leg swings before I get out and go for a run, just while I'm waiting for the GPS to lock on. But yeah, I could definitely up my game with this. I know I used to be crazy. I used to do 15 minutes of yoga before and after a run, but at the moment, yeah, I don't know, just don't really feel the need for it, I guess, and yeah, haven't really been implementing it heaps. Be good to think about whether I should do it a bit more, maybe do a bit, have a bit more of a routine before and after a run. But generally, I at least if I do some leg swings, and some, just a bit of a walk, cool down at the end, I think that's pretty good. So yeah. Something else I've found that I've been really thinking about in the past few weeks has been improving my running form. Yeah, running form. Actually, I think I do okay with running form. I notice it changes regularly, especially depending on how fit I am. And the faster I run, the better form I have, I've noticed, which is a really good thing, actually, with my running. But when I'm not running fast, my form obviously isn't great, and then I can even strain my legs a lot more when I'm running slowly than I am when I'm running fast. But obviously, I don't have the cardio necessarily to run fast all the time. So yeah, my heart rate monitor, it actually measures a lot about my form. But the key thing that even I mentioned in this video is having a high cadence. That's pretty much the main thing. It even measures my left and right balance, so how hard I push off on each foot. And yeah, I'm pretty good. I keep that around 50. I try and keep my cadence over 170 steps per minute on a good day. Closer to 180 is ideal, when I'm running really fast at least. But yeah, I like to keep a high cadence even when I'm running slowly. So yeah, overall, it's not too bad. One thing that I do badly with my form is I jump too high. Each stride, I'm going too high vertically. I usually get about 10 to 11 centimeters bounce in each step. And yeah, my vertical ratio when I'm running fast is good. So like how far I step for each bounce, like the height ratio to the length ratio is generally good when I'm running quickly. But yeah, when I slow down, I do a lot of extra bouncing. And it's not too bad. It's just a bit of extra strain on each step on my legs and extra, just inefficiency, I guess, like wasting my energy going upwards when I should be going forwards. So yeah, I haven't thought too much about how to fix that. I've just mainly been focusing on cadence, and yeah, it feels comfortable to me. I haven't noticed anything from it. So anyway, it's interesting to think about, but yeah, it's something that'll gradually get better over time. And the faster I go, the better it'll be. So hopefully just improving cardio and leg speed will improve that as well.
And then the last thing is, yeah, just adding some strength training in.
Strength training. Yeah, not doing any of that at the moment. And yeah, I wonder about it, like whether I like if I add it in now when I'm getting back to what I used to be at, whether it would actually be an extra strain on my legs. Like I know leg strength is really great for preventing injuries because your muscles are strong. And actually, I don't think I mentioned in this video, but flexibility training is really great as well, because you're like, if you do have a dodgy step, which is what I injured myself with in the last couple of weeks, if you're flexible, like your muscles and your joints can bend in those ways, and it's not the end of the world. Like it won't be too much of a strain. But anyway, I'm probably not going to work on my flexibility at the moment. I know it's not great, but I won't worry too much about that. And I don't think I'll add in the strength training because I'm worried that as I increase back up to what I used to be at, that it'll just be an extra strain on my body rather than something that'd be helpful. Like it'd be great to have the leg strength without having to do the exercise. But I think I should incorporate that as I get used to the distance again. So I do think I'll try and fit it in, but probably in maybe a month's time, I'll start to think more about that when I'm hopefully consistently running 60, 70 Ks a week, and it's feeling pretty normal again. I'll start to add in those workouts throughout the week. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all I pretty much have to say in this video. Obviously I go into more depth, so if you want to check it out, go back and have a look. I share a lot more detail in the actual video. But yeah, overall, I think I can implement a fair bit of this fairly easily. And yeah, I won't go overboard with it, but it's just good to be aware of what will be helpful for you to not get injured. So yeah, I'll definitely try and keep this in the front of my mind. But yeah, thankfully this current injury wasn't too bad, so I can get back into running, which will be really good. But yeah, anyway, thanks so much for tuning in to this video. Hope it was interesting for you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having a good week next week. That's the plan, at least, to do about 30 Ks, and I'll see how I go with that, and then I'll make a new goal for the week after that from there. But yeah, Scott, good to see that you're getting back to your normal running form as well. Yeah, we'll both be recovering together, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back to our peak mileage again, and our peak training, leading up to those marathons that are coming up later in this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, maybe if we can't do the official marathon, hopefully the restrictions will be loosened enough that we can meet up and we can do unofficial marathon just for fun. Yeah, that'd be cool. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in my next video. See you there.